The more I think about it, it's quite important to read books. We should all read books, really, because if you think about it, when you think about your faults that you might have in a whole week, let alone a whole day, if you wrote down all the faults you had in a week, in a book, it would probably be a pretty boring book. I'm sure you'd agree. I know mine would be if I wrote down all my faults for the week. So when you read a book, it takes you places. You could go to like wars, Napoleonic wars, and dive into the lives of people doing these amazing things, which are better than the random thoughts that we have in a day. A lot of people used to say, or we might say, I ain't got time to read a book. There's too many things to do. Okay, there's things to do, but your thoughts are your thoughts, and they kind of shape us. So when you read a book, it can inspire you. It could give you new discoveries of things that you never knew about. And so read books. It's very important. I think you should read. And so my book, Cardboy, delves into the life of Tony, a young man navigating his way through loyalty, love and danger, all wrapped up around the theme of the cards going into phone boxes in London, which is what he takes on to help him through this. And it's quite fascinating to read something with short chapters, which I love. I love short chapters. I wrote it short. If you want short chapters, this is the book. But you get to know about what happens in someone's life around something that you've probably seen before, these cards in a phone box, but do you know anything about them? And so read books. It could be mine, it could be anyone's, but if you want to start, mine's a good start, I have to say, for short chapters. So go out and get yourself Cardboy and read that, and read anything after. The book I'm reading at the moment is Gump & Co. This is a sequel to Forrest Gump. I didn't even know there was one until I saw the book. So if you've seen Forrest Gump, there is a sequel that, what was his name? Winston Broom, I think, wrote the book. And I can tell you, within the first 5 pages, Forrest Gump has lost all his money, fished out all the shrimp for the sea. It's gone. And Lieutenant Dan and his mother, who is alive in the second book still, stole all his money. And so there's another world just there in the second book. I should leave a review about it, really. I'll let you know more about it, but with no spoilers. But yeah, do read books. Take you to all sorts of places. Cardboy takes you somewhere into the underbelly of London.